Hello viewers, it's Super GT here. Welcome back to the Stock Car Challenge, where this time I am taking the Dodge Viper of 2008 for a tour of Silverstone and Carnage as we head through the new first two turns. Well, it turns into a drift session here, I think. These guys have joined the wrong lobby into the tight stuff then. Our friend in the GTO causing a bit of mayhem and, well, almost got caught in a big collision behind through the hairpin, and the GTO guy's off. Lamborghini's going to come back on, let him go. Into the left then. We make contact. I don't think that guy really knew that he was going to get through that gap, but okay, fair enough. I've actually developed myself a nice, massive lead here over 6th place, where I don't really want to finish again. Now coming through here, GTO guy goes off. And then, yeah, sure enough, comes back on at a stupid angle. Who the hell let this guy play the game? That is... When I come to power, that will be... you know, that will send you to prison for a very long time. If not, bring back the death penalty for that. Because that is some serious stuff. Coming down the straight here, he's not driving straight. He's all over the place. He can't even control that car. Look at it. He's gone flying off into the wall. That really isn't a good line through that corner, I must say. But then a bit further round, this is the end of lap 2. I was in 4th place, trying to hunt down the Lamborghini we saw at the start of the race. So this kind of shows us just how good the Viper is. The Viper here, 731 PI. Now the top guys, or the top cars in S-Class, 800 PI. So I'm giving away quite a lot, 69 precisely. So yeah, quite a lot of PI gap here, so these guys really should be beating me by quite a lot. The main challenge of the Stock Car Challenge is to just beat as many people as you can. It doesn't matter if I win or lose, it's just a matter of trying to beat as many people as I can, rather than trying to win the race outright. This guy's going to go in too early and go wide. He had to turn back out. Shocking line from him. I'm into 3rd, and we're going to come through to finish 3rd, which is a decent result out of 11 people. So beating a handful of people in this race around Silverstone. The car's just got so much good grip. It's not got the best amount of power though. That's his main downside. We move to Mount Panorama. The left 90-degree turn here always causes carnage. Look out for this Nissan R390. There he goes, the blue one. He's going to cause all this carnage. And well, just look at that. He's through into 6th place, and that is injustice if I've ever seen it. But then karma strikes. The Forza gods doing their job properly here, and he actually ends up in the wall. So good stuff overall there. Now further around lap number 1, coming into the chase, 3 guys going flipping over there. I was like, what the hell happened here? We're going to go for a flashback. This is what happened. McLaren F1 going down the straight. Okay, no worries so far. Gets overtaken by a BMW. Okay, no worries so far. Coming through the kink. And well, the guy ahead in the Mercedes is not going to brake, and then massive contact. And well, we can do some Neo Matrix bullet time here. As these guys go flying through the air. So Mercedes there catching out these 2 guys behind, who I don't think were going to brake in time anyway. And there's me coming through to overtake them quite gladly. So thank you for that. So there we go. And then towards the end of the race, I came through to finish 6th. So back in my usual spot, it seems. Let's try and do any better than that then around Rio. 16 of us in the lobby. If I can finish top 5, that will be fairly decent, and it's better than 6th. We're trying to aim for better than 6th basically. This kind of track should suit this car because it's got good downforce, but it does have a fair few straights as well, this circuit, this configuration anyway. Into the 90-degree right, the Beetle goes up the inside, goes a little bit deep. But you see how much power it has. Look, it just has so much launch coming off that turn, despite getting such a bad on the brakes, and it went so deep, but managed to just launch away up this straight into the tunnel. So holding a decent, solid 4th place. They're rubbing there. I'm just going to try and come up the inside. Not quite going to work. BMW up my inside, and they're coming through 2x2 formation. We're actually going to hold it together and not crash. That's how you do it. Then coming down the hill here, this is where carnage often happens. The Beetle's into the wall, he's going to slow him down. So past him, up the inside of the BMW, up into third, and then, well, that's fairly good going so far. Coming around to get towards the end of lap number 1. So yeah, that's fairly good so far. Coming down the hill on lap 3, this is how you take this corner. Hook it up nicely, get 2 wheels over that curb, carry the speed through, and then this is how you don't take the corner. Take it a little bit too narrow, the curve kind of spins you out sometimes if you get a little bit unlucky. And then I just tag the end, do a 360, carry on going, and we're going to come through to finish 5th. So we go one better this time, finishing above my usual 6th place. There's confirmation of the results. GTR Ash there finishing in 3rd, beating 10 people at least there, so fairly good going in the stock Viper. We then come to the final race of this video around Hockenheim. Now this truck's gonna, well, he's not gonna mess about, just go flying in, use the other cars as brakes. GTO guy into the back of other people, into the next turn, which is immediately here. Obviously the guys behind didn't know that because they had to use me as the brake this time. And then all matter of carnage ensues here, and I kind of gain a couple of positions back. Thank you very much for those. So that always catches people out, that turn. I think most people assume we're doing the long version of Hockenheim, and when it turns out to be the shorter one, where you have to turn right, well, some people are going to get wrecked, and unfortunately it was me in this instant, overtaking a Formula Mazda who couldn't get out of the wall, and I'm back up into 6th place. It's just so strange how I seem to finish there all the time, but it's the way things are, and there's not much I can do about it apart from get better. But well, that takes time, I guess. Coming through the last couple of corners, trying to avoid the nasty curbs here. McLaren F1 goes in a little bit deep, just like I went in on someone's mum in a couple of videos ago. So I'm through into 5th place. Going to try and hold that position to try and match my previous result. The Corvette just going to catch the curb, and he's into the wall. That did not go well. Up into 4th then. So let's see if we can hold a 4th and go one better than the previous race. Coming through the first turn. Now these guys were keeping up with me, but only really because of this massive extending. Check that out. And then next lap, kind of a broken record really here because, well, there we go again, massive extend, gaining maybe 1 or 2 seconds just by doing that alone. So these guys can keep up with me in a stock Viper, only when they do these massive extends though. It got a little bit closer though at the start of lap number 5 of 6. McLaren F1 up the inside. Okay, fair move. Goes a little bit wide in the exit. Full GT up the inside. And then the McLaren just forgets to brake. He thought he was doing the long version again, despite having done it correctly for the last 4 laps. But then on the exit he's going to get the better speed. We make a bit of contact, but then he's through. Okay, no worries. And then it looks like I'm going to be condemned to finish in 6th place once again, unless I can do something quickly about it. We've only got about a lap and a half left to try and sort something out here. Otherwise, I will be finishing here for the 6 millionth time. Now coming into the end of the race, I did finish in 6th. I could not really do too much about his pace at the end there. So overall, the Dodge Viper 08, it's an awesome car when it's tuned up, of course, we all know that. But even in stock form, giving away 69 PI is actually still really rather good, just down on power. So once you can get it through the corners, then you really will do well in this car. But that is going to bring a close to Stock Car Challenge number lost count. So if you want to suggest another one for me to do, then by all means do comment in the comment section below. And hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and would like to see more. And I shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. As always guys, see you next time. Goodbye.